Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dago here, and welcome back to the Talos Principle. We have the Milton Library Assistant. Well, is it the Milton Library Assistant? It's the troubleshooter that we're talking to right now. Apparently, there is trouble in Paradise, and it has to do with all the systems failing. So, tell me about the Milton Library Assistant. The MLA program is designed to facilitate user interaction with the resource library. This is achieved by providing... Oh, wait a second, we've already done this. Troubleshooting. Oh, heavens. I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privilege. Trust no one? Password incorrect. God. Let me in. Too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? I'm assuming none of those options were correct. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. Let's see here. You will be asked a series of inputs. To adhere with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification part 1. Part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Okay. 2 plus 2 is 4. What is your subjective reaction to this image? Face. What best describes a person? A human being. You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do? Ugh, offer half the water. I just showed empathy. I'm not a bot. Part 1 of the certification process is now complete. I don't know why I stumble on certification. I want to say certification. It's not right. You will receive a notification when Part 2 has been generated. More emails. Ian. From Frank... oh gosh, I'm not even... Ngatai? My first day at the Institute for Applied Noematics. What's noematics? Somebody look that up and put it in the comments. My first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Nomadics. Ian. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabhai shows up, smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the institute was founded, she said. Inan? Yapno? It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck, so we're officially called Ian. But if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know. Bloody geeks. Alright, Stratton of Stygira. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze, and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, although created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man, while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction, and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. I'm not certain that those logical connections are valid. I mean, lots of things other than man have blood, or a blood-like substance, like plants have the water within their cells. You know? Anyway, moving on. We'll think about this later. She woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional novus at the core of the narrative at face value, we should note, too, having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us, corruption, social reality or belief and objective reality, matter, come into conflict. Note 3. When in Chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the corruption, a more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of... What on earth? Oh, my brain! Okay. So... we are here contemplating humanity versus machine. What separates man from machine? In the world of AI, what makes a man so different from a robot? And the obvious answer is a soul. The nature of the soul is rather ambiguous to us because, you know, the soul can't necessarily be described as consciousness, or you don't appear to be on. What was that? Or even necessarily emotions, I think, because there are things in the world that exhibit at least things that seem like emotions. Like, you know, a dog is happy when it sees you come home. But can that necessarily signify that it has a soul? Lots of people think that animals do have souls. But man, I'm gonna have a hard time concentrating on the puzzles here if I, Oh no, I don't like that. I need to look around a little longer. Okay, so... What is my goal here? Where is it? Where is my sigil? I don't see it. Obviously, I do not want to pull... Wait a second. That turns that on. Why would I want to turn it on? Does turning it on... No, we know that, guys. That turret is not going to shoot that ball thing. Really? Right? They haven't paid any interest in each other before. Boy. This game is already hurting my brain, and it's not the puzzles. It's philosophy! I was never really good at philosophy. I'm much, much, much better at the scientific, creative imaginings of a world that might be, rather than trying to contemplate that which is in the world we already have. Does that make sense? That was probably the most elaborate way to say absolutely nothing at all. I'm a writer, what can I say? So let's see here. Oh, what happens if I turn this on? Death. Rewind. Suicide mission. So, we already know that this... What? Suicide mission? I do not get it. Okay. How about this? I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay. We gotta flip that switch. Okay. Alright. And... is it gonna shoot it? Oh my gosh! Why did that happen? Was I supposed to put together... Now, see, I just guessed there. that if I turned that on and opened the gate, that something would go my way. But was I supposed to guess from the staticky sounds I was hearing that was a glitchy defense spot and it would explode?
You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
I don't trust you. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm religious myself that I am a little bit squeamish about anything that is masquerading as God, even in a game. It's a game! Gosh. Oh, this is so pretty. Where am I going? Oh, why do I have this much freedom? I could just walk into the ocean.
I am the words are everything. Where the words end, the world ends. You cannot go forward in a...
Oh, golly. Okay, here's my theory so far, especially considering that. Now, why they chose... Ooh, gosh, am I malfunctioning now? Is that what that sound is? Why they chose to set up this test with such heavy influence from... Did you see that? From Western religion. I'm not quite certain. My theory is this is all inside a computer. Or, no, not necessarily. But it's not... Obviously, that just glitched right there. We saw that. That was absolutely... The door's locked in the game. And I think that this maybe is all a simulation. This institute Ian has created an android, and they're trying to test the delineation between man and machine by seeing if a robot can develop faith. That's my guess. And this Elohim is actually just a researcher masquerading as God in order to expand the research. Now, I could be wrong. That's my guess so far. There's a part of me that kind of hopes that's the way it is, because it would make me feel a whole lot better about all this. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. This is exceedingly, at least there doesn't appear to be any monsters. Okay, I was getting ahead of myself, so we're gonna jam that, pick that up. Jam that. Golly. Stop that! That's creepy! Glitches in the system? Is this world falling apart? When am I gonna start finding dead people? Definitely feels like that's what I am about. Oh, I got it. Don't get too ahead of yourself, Dago. Alright. Wait, no! Wait! Can I reach that? Yes! Okay. I can't tell if this music is supposed to be soothing or melancholy. I just get a bad feeling. Oh, I missed. I was looking through the wrong window. I had the right idea, wrong window. Okay. Here we go. You come here. And there. Okay, you come here. There. And grab the sigil. Oh. Bye. Creepy, glitchy. I'm just unsettled. Ultimately, I'm unsettled. Ooh. Oh! Oh, that's what the stars are. Does that mean there's a... I have to go find... Can I... No. Dang it. How am I supposed to get that star? If there's no way in? Okay. Well, I know it's there. So hopefully I'll be able to figure that out later. Maybe there's a puzzle down the road that allows me to take a jammer with me? My goodness, where am I going? This world is huge if it is a simulation. Not holding up too terribly well, though. Can you imagine if the whole world was put in a computer and it started corrupting? Wait a second, this looks like where I woke up. Oh, I'm gonna get so lost. Just you guys watch. Stinking puzzle game Dago gets lost. What is this?
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Don't we all hope for that? Well, anyway, oh my gosh, oh, my brain hurts. I could wander around this area and explore forever and then ultimately get to the puzzles, but I'm gonna have to do that in the next episode because we're out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. Whew, boy, this is a heavy game already, isn't it? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, do subscribe for more shenanigans, and I will see you next time.